Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the Roblox channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can make an animating part. And I've already made my part right here, so you can just go right ahead and make yours or just follow along with me. So, I've made two parts inside of the workspace. I've got the part I want to animate right here, and I've got the location I want it to end up. And to get the location here, you're just gonna I'll just demonstrate it again. You can just duplicate this part you want to animate and then move it to the position that you want it to end up in. So, for example, I just moved mine up here and I just named it location, for example. You can name it whatever you want as long as you remember it. And of course, I anchored the parts as well. Now, to animate the part, we're going to use something called TweenService, and TweenService is basically just something that you use to animate various Roblox objects. I mean, for example, you could animate the colors of a part, you could animate the position, the size, anything you can really imagine. For example, so first of all, to use TweenService, we're going to need to define what TweenService is. We're going to need to get the service, so we're going to do local TweenService is equal to game:getService TweenService. Now we're also going to need to define what we're going to be animating. In this case, we are animating the part. So we're going to do local part is equal to script.parent. Because we see, inserted the script inside of the part, and the script's parent is the part. And the script is a child of the part, Pretty confusing, but it makes sense once you start learning the basics. Now when creating a tween, we need to, actually we're also going to do local finished position or actually let's do local end position is equal to workspace dot location dot position. So where we want the part to end up is this part right here, its position. Oh, whoops, the part right above. So we're going to tween the part upwards. Now, when using TweenService, you're going to need to get some information. In other words, we're going to do local info is equal to tween info dot new, and then we're going to drop a line down. Remember to have a bracket down here to end your info, so it doesn't look like this, for example, and you just drop down and start typing down here, So let's drop a line down just like that. And in here, you can see it says time up here. It kind of gives you a few suggestions. Oh, whoops. Gives you a few suggestions about what you kind of need to write. So first of all, we want the time of the tween. How long does it take for the tween to actually finish? And in this case, I want it to take 5 seconds. Seconds for tween to finish. And then we're gonna do. Remember to add a comma after everything we define up here. Now we need to define the easing style. I mean, how do we want the tween to look? Do we want it to look bouncy? Maybe just go in a linear motion, how do we want it to look? And to do this, we're going to do enum.easing style dot, and then you can see right here we get a bunch of options that we can pick from. And I'm just going to use the last stick right here as a demonstration. And I'm going to do comma. We're going to say easing style or the animation the part uses, and we're going to do enum.easing direction dot, and you can also right up here you can read what the different styles do. For example, if we did linear, see it moves at a constant speed, but down here, I'm just going to do out. You can read what they do. Now if we drop another line, you can see repeat count. I do not want my tween to repeat, so we're going to do 0. And I do not want it to reverse either. And as you can see right here, it says repeat count number, which we defined with 0 because we did not want it to repeat. But repeat count, or the reverse count, actually says boolean. And what this means, a boolean is basically right here. If we insert a bool value, this is a boolean. See right here, we have a value which we can check either true or false. So you need to define a bool value by doing false or true. And in this case, I'm going to do false because I don't want my tween to reverse. Now, you can see the last parameter, it says delay time number. And I don't want there to be any delay, so I'm going to do 0. And remember, after all of these, you want a comma. Just so you don't get an error. For example, if I did this, I forgot a comma right there, and I'd get an error down here. But remember to do commas besides the last one, because then you're going to get an error down here because it thinks you're going to add another parameter. Now, to create the tween, we're going to do TweenService :create, or we're actually going to do local tween. So the tween that we're going to be playing is equal to TweenService :create, and then you can see right here, it actually gives us a bunch of suggestions again. So now here it says the instance that we want to tween, and we define that up here. We want the part to tween, so we're going to do part. And you can see it says tween info. So instead of writing all this that we just wrote in here, and it gets kind of clunky, we can now define it by just doing comma info. And then we're going to need a property table, so we're going to do a comma again, and we're going to add squiggly brackets by doing this. Boom, just like that. And I want my frame to tween, or my part to tween, so we're going to do position is equal to end position. And this is actually all you should need. So right here we have the part that we want to tween. We have how we want it to tween and how long we want it to tween. We have all the information that we wrote up here inside. Then we have the position of so we define that we want to tween the position of the part, and we want to tween the position of the part to the end position. And the end position, of course, is up here, the location part. Now we would do, I'm just going to do wait 2 seconds, and then we're going to do tween : play. And this should actually be all we need for it to actually animate. So let's run this game, or let's run it, see if it works. Yep, you can see right there, it tweened upwards. And that's really all you need to do to animate parts, So linear, we could do linear as well as an example, and it would move, see, differently. Here it moves at a constant speed until it reaches the end destination. It could be useful if you want it like doors or something, but if you want it more fluid, it could be something like bounce maybe. And it's really kind of, see right there, it kind of bounces on the end position. It looks really cool. This could be if you wanted like maybe a falling rock or something that bounces on the ground. The possibilities are really endless with TweenService. I'll leave a link down to the documentation for TweenService in the description if you want to go ahead and read more about it yourself. But that was all for my little tutorial right here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe as it helps my channel grow a lot. Thank you guys. Bye bye.